Well, hello there folks, thanks for clicking on the video, very much appreciated. This is long overdue. Due to sort of family commitments, I've not managed to get out camping for about 3 weeks now, I think it is. So as I said, I do apologise for not bringing any content to the channel, but I'm really looking forward to this trip. This is going to be an absolute belter. So I have the OneTigris Iron Wall tent tonight, and I'm going to be doing a hot tent. So it's really autumnal, really autumnal, very cold, very chilly, very wet. So the hot tent is just going to be absolutely perfect for tonight. Not so cold at the moment, but certainly over the last couple of nights and mornings it's been absolutely freezing. So it's going to be really nice actually having just that stove in the tent. So what I'm going to do just now, I'm just going to get everything set up, get the stove actually inside the tent as well, and then I'll give you a bit of a guided tour. Absolutely perfect. I'll show you the view just in a wee sec once I've got everything all set up in here. I can't wait till the sort of depth of winter and get the hot tent out. I just absolutely love it through the winter. But I just thought I'd take advantage of the sort of cold weather and try and get out and do a wee bit of camping. I said it's just been so long since I was last out. But this shelter in particular, once I've got it all set up, I am going to show you inside it, but it's just phenomenal. The amount of space inside it is just, it's huge. It's just absolutely huge. So comfy. You could certainly get 2 or 3 people in here. So if it wasn't a case of the wood burning stove, and it was just as an actual shelter itself, you could certainly get quite a few people in here, so it is handy. Right, so I'm just going to get the sleep mat in and wood burning stove in and get everything all organised, and then I'll just catch up with you at that point. Well, that's me finished setting up, and it does take me an awful long time to actually get it perfect, or the way I like it anyway. So I'm going to be properly glamping it tonight. So I've got my camping chair with me, but I've also got my table. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to take you inside just now, give you a little guided tour. So as I said, as you can see there, table there, and basically I always put a fire blanket on, and I've also got my carbon monoxide alarm with me as well, which is vitally important when you are hot tenting. But plenty of room inside. And then what I always do is just put another tarp up the top there, just so that I've actually got all my kit and caboodle. And as I said, I'll get my bedding out later on. And then wood burning stove and an amazing view. But as I said, huge amount of room in here. But I can just hear it starting to rain just now, so I'll have a wee chill out just now, and hopefully it's just a shower, and then I'll catch up with you. Well, I have to say, this is just so peaceful and so calming. So as I said at the start, I do apologise for not being out for the last wee while. As I said, my daughter has moved away to Exeter through her job, so it's basically been a case of taking her down there over the last couple of times. So I haven't had much time to myself over the weekends, but it's going to be one of those sort of situations where today is just going to be so calming, so relaxing. The only thing with the no wind is there's still some hardy midges kicking about. I thought it'd be a little bit too cold for them. But they still seem to be hanging around fighting off. So it's going to be one of those sort of situations where I'm going to get the Uco fire pit out later on, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to raise it, so I'm going to have it off the actual ground so I don't scorch the ground at all. So I need to go and find a rock as well that I can actually just put the Uco fire pit on, and we can get a fire going later on. So it's going to be really nice, but there's no wind, no rain. It is meant to be raining from about 9 o'clock onwards tonight. So that might be a case where I just sort of hunker down in the shelter for the actual evening, and then it's stopping raining about 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. So a long lie is much needed, but just loving it, just no noise. Just a few birds. Now I've got the trail camera again, so I am going to set the trail camera up just in case we see any sort of badgers or anything at all tonight. So I'll get that set up in a little while as well. I'll take you over to the bushcraft camp, which is not far from here as well, so you can actually have a little look at it. And I said I'm just going to see what wood I've got over there. I said just everything is just so wet. It's just been pouring with rain for the last few days. We've had a real bad storm. So I was meant to be going up a mountain and doing a summit camp this weekend, but as I said, the storm's just been absolutely brutal with high winds and heavy rain. So it's just going to be a case of I thought I'd do a wee hot tent session instead, because I absolutely love it. So as I was saying earlier on, really looking forward to getting this out in the depth of winter with some proper snow. But I'm just going to chill out just now, and then we'll head over to camp and we'll get some wood. So check this out. Now again, that is deer. Or the only other option is boar, but hopefully it's deer. Now, only slight issue is it's not a million miles away from camp, but what I am going to do is I'm going to set the trail camera up on one of the surrounding trees, just in case I get any footage of the deer doing it. Now, in this particular woodland, I have actually had footage of them doing it before, sort of scraping away to try and get to the roots. That's mighty impressive. I just love seeing that sort of thing as well. So I'll get the trail camera set up on one of the trees, and then hopefully we'll check it in the morning and see if there's any footage. The only thing is, I said, with it being a wee bit in the close side to camp, they may very well smell the wood burning stove, or alternatively myself. But we'll give it a wee try, and then we're going to head over to camp. I've seen a couple of down trees that I'll be able to sort of cut up just for wood for tonight as well. So we'll get them prepped and get some food on. Right, okay, so something's gone and knocked all that over. knocked the wall over, but it's also knocked the table over as well. That's odd. But there's one of the bushcraft shelters. That is odd. So I said, that's how we see the devastation. So I said, table's over, the other table's over. And I said the fire pit as well, so. Wonder what's done that. Now, I wouldn't have thought that would have been the wind, because as I said, these things have stayed up here for donkeys. That wee table just below me there just now, that's been there for what, 4 or 5 years? So I said I would imagine something's been through. Could be a deer, again, could be badger, could be something like that. I've certainly seen badger around the area. I've done trail camera footage before, and I've actually managed to get sort of badgers around. So it may very well be them. So that'll be a future project, coming to camp and actually getting that fixed. Many a good night I've actually had here. I'll put a link to some of the videos just up in the actual corner. It's been an epic wee place. It really has. I just can't go over how peaceful it was. Now, the other thing as well, on the way over there, I actually disturbed some deer. There was about 4 or 5 deer as well. So I just heard the high-pitched squeal, and then saw the whole lot of them sprint off. So they are about. But I'll take you over to the end here. Wait and see this for a view. I'm just turning the camera around. Check that out. Beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Okay, back over to the hot tent, and I'm going to get some wood prep done. Just that end bit there is rotten, but the rest of it seems okay. So I've got a new dinner, and I've never done it before, so bear with me. I'm going for spam and eggs and beans. I'm actually really hungry just now, so really looking forward to it. So that's it. One of the main reasons I really took the wood burning stove, it was more for cooking more than anything else. But I said I've never done Spam before. But you will notice I've opened up my first beer. So cheers everyone, here's the camping. So really looking forward to a nice dinner. And then a really nice relaxing evening. Still need to go up and get the rock down, or try and find a rock that I can put the Uco fire pit on, just so I can have an open fire later on as well. What a heat's coming off that. Okay, so I'll catch up with you once it's actually heated up and I'm starting the actual dinner itself. Calling that done. Well, I have to say I've been looking forward to this for all day. Absolutely starving. Just a very basic meal, but super yummy. That is so nice. And washed down with a wee beer. Okay, I'm just going to finish this and then I'll get back with you. Just so quiet. Just the noise of a few birds, that's it. Just so quiet. Hopefully might get a few stars. Sky above me at the moment is completely clear. So see how we go, although it is meant to be raining a wee bit later on, so fingers crossed. It'd be nice to get a bit of a star show. And as I said, if I do, I can look out to my right hand side. I'm looking out towards Inverness, so there's quite a big sort of area there that I can maybe try and get a wee bit of astro stuff done on. So we'll see what happens. But I'm going to chill just now, just going to have a wee bit of relaxation, just going to head into the actual Iron Wall tent itself and sort of chill out for a little bit until I get the fire on later on, and then sort of finish off my last beer before I head to bed. But I said, just so relaxing. Very much needed though. I'll see you in a wee bit. That is so nice. I have to say, it has gone really cold. So when I go to bed, I am going to put the fire on just for an hour or so and just sort of lie there just to sort of get some warmth in there. But one of the highlights of my trips always is actually, if I can, sort of getting an open fire going. But as I said, I just want to raise it off the ground, so I've got it on top of the rock there. But incredibly relaxing, really nice night. And now, unfortunately, I wasn't able to do an awful lot of videoing earlier on. Hopefully everyone's okay, but there has been a rescue. So the rescue helicopter has been sort of hovering over the loch, just down from me. So I could just sort of see the lights as it was actually hovering around. So it's been there for about an hour and a half. So it has just left, so it looks as if they've either found someone or alternatively they've given up for the night. But hopefully, fingers crossed, everyone's okay. But as I said, I have sort of restricted videoing a little bit to an extent. But as I said, I've just been chilling inside the shelter, so it's been really good. And I've just got my last beer. But it's even just the noise of the fire is lovely. Not much in the way of stars, unfortunately. But as I said, I'm just going to sit here, just let what's in the fireball itself burn out. And then it'll be a case of hunkering down and getting into bed. So one of the other things I've got today as well is I've got the new Simblessa head torch. So you can keep an eye out for a gear review video that I'm going to be doing on it. But first impressions, wow, just absolutely amazing. So really looking forward to getting a wee bit of a test of this tonight, just a little play with it. And then I said I'll be doing a proper video of it reasonably soon. But I'll use it just now just to light myself up face-wise. Yeah, so as I said, really nice night. I'm just going to finish my beer, sit and watch the fire for a wee bit, and then head into bed. Well, that's me in the shelter, just put the fire on. I'm just going to get into my sleeping bag. As I said, I've not put a huge amount of wood in there, and I'm just going to let that burn out because it's not ridiculously cold, but there is definitely a wee bit of a sort of chill there that the wood burning stove is just going to take that little bit of chill off. So it'll be really nice, and it should hopefully be a nice comfortable night. Just got very windy all of a sudden. But as I said, I'm just going to head into the actual sleeping bag just now. So barring any incident, I shall see you all in the morning. Good night. Well, good morning everybody. That was an interesting night. It has been absolutely chucking it down all night. As well as there's been quite a lot of gunshots. So sort of from 10 o'clock onwards last night, obviously people were out hunting, which is always a bit nervous, but when you're sort of sat in a tent, I was sort of sitting there thinking, right, okay, that might be my last clip, as I'm sort of videoing the deer running away with the hunters behind it. But no, it was an interesting evening. I said, can you hear that? It's just been doing that all night. So basically it's meant to be sort of stopping raining at about 10, half 10, so it's about an hour to go. And then hopefully get out and actually check the trail camera just to sort of see if there's any animal footage, which should be amazing to see, but also to get some breakfast on. So another hour in the sleeping bag, I think that's probably the best bet. See you in a bit. What a gorgeous morning. Absolutely beautiful. Considering it rained all night, everything's absolutely soaking. So once I get the wood burning stove on for breakfast, hopefully it'll start drying a few things out. But I'm more excited about going over and checking the trail camera. So let's go over and do that now. Oh, wait a minute, there's something. Oh yeah, see it? Wee fox. Yep, wee fox last night. Ah, that looks like it. Looks like that was the rest of it is me just setting up the actual camera itself. So that's the rain back on again just now. So I'm just going to hunker down and as I get the fire on. And see if I can get myself dried out a wee bit. So I think it's just going to be sort of showery for the next hour. And then by that time, hopefully I've had some breakfast. So I've got a full fry up, so really looking forward to it. Haggis, black pudding, sausages and Lorne. Absolutely belter. So really excited, really hungry actually. So one other thing that I'm trying out today as well is a company called Overheard, who do oat drink powder. Have sent me through some powdered milk just for trying out on camping trips, etc. And to me, it just seems absolutely spot on. Just saves me having to carry sort of milk on trips. Now the other big thing I'm going to find with it as well is a big advantage is on my van trips. So again, I don't have to worry about long lasting milk or anything. Absolutely ideal. Happy days. That is much needed. Bit of black pudding. Well, I think I've said it multiple times on this trip, but that was incredibly relaxing the last wee while. Now, unfortunately, the helicopter has been back today, so I don't know. I'm really hoping whoever's got lost has been found. But as I said, it's been hovering quite close to me for quite a while. Not me that they're looking for, but it's actually just meant that I've not managed again to be able to get much in the way of videoing done just with the noise of it. But it has actually just taken off just now, so it has gone. So hopefully, as I said, if there has been somebody lost, they've managed to be found. But I'm just going to give you a quick wee guided tour around camp, and then it's going to be a case of actually just getting camp taken down. But there's the shelter just there. As I said, the woodland is huge. So again, I was just going to take you up to another area that I've done a previous camp in. Again, I'm going to put a link to it up in the corner. So you can see it. But as I said, it's just beautiful. So I've done a hammock trip into the woodland here. I was just using that 2 trees, but wait and see this for a view. Look at that. Just gorgeous, such a nice area. Beautiful, really nice. So as I said, I'm just going to head back to camp just now and just start taking everything down, which is a bit I absolutely hate about all the trips. But I'm going to try and see if I can get this on camera. Quite a smart wee spider, and it is spider web. And I have to say, if I had £1 for every time I've walked through a spider web in the last couple of days, they're absolutely everywhere. But as I said, thoroughly enjoyable trip, really nice, very much what I was needing. It's just been a bit stressful over the last wee while. And it's amazing what nature can do for you. Okay, so I'm going to start taking camp down just now. As I said, I'm not going to video all of it, so I'll catch up with you just towards the end of it. But I just wanted to also just say a massive thanks to everyone. You know, the channel's been running for quite a while now. I'm almost at 5,000 subscribers, which is just absolutely phenomenal considering I started off just sort of making videos so that the kids could see me when I was away and see what I was doing in my adventures. So to have all the positive comments, positive feedback and likes, etc. as well on the videos, they're just absolutely inspiring. And it's great, and it really does inspire me to get out and do more content for you. So it is very much appreciated. So I just want to say a massive thank you, and here's to many more videos, lots more fun. So we'll see how we go. But as I said, just go down, take down camp just now, and then that'll be me. Okay, so that's me. Brilliant trip, really, really enjoyable. And nothing left apart from a flat space, flat piece of ground. So always leave no trace. But as I said, thank you very, very much for watching. It's been a thoroughly enjoyable one. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it as well. And we'll see you on the next adventure. Take care, bye bye.